Hello, and welcome to whatever this is. I'm going to be talking about the new One Piece chapter, the latest one, 1053, and I'll be talking about the new bounties for Kid Law and Luffy, and also about Buggy. It's gonna be my opinions on the whole thing, and let's start off with the bounties. So Luffy, Law, and Kid got new bounties, 3 billion each, which is very good. They did a combined raid of Onigashima, took down 2 emperors. There were more of them than there were emperors, 3 supernovas, and Luffy had a lot of help from Yamato and the scabbards and all of that. We don't know how much of that information the Marines has, so we don't know exactly what they based the bounties on, but at the very least they know that it was a combined effort from these 3 and more, their crews involved and all of that. And they took down 2 emperors, which is a very big feat, and they got a big bounty in bounties. Luffy got the smallest one because he had the highest bounty of them already. But I think it's about right. I think that 3 billion is fine for now because it's not going to be the last bounty. I think Luffy is going to end up with a 5.6 billion bounty because of his number 56, right? So 5.6 billion. And I think he's going to get that when he is the Pirate King. And as for the others, I have no idea if they're going to bump up more. I imagine they would get higher bounties to because they're going to accomplish more things before the story's over, I'm assuming. And for right now, it sees a little bit weird that they have a higher bounty than Blackbeard, possibly, because Blackbeard did have a 2-point-something billion bounty, and now Kid and Law has a 3 billion one. But we don't know what Blackbeard has been up to. He might have done something to increase his bounty. For example, some people speculate that he has raided Big Mom's territory, Totland. Maybe he got a robbing of the poneglyph that she has because it was less well defended. I mean, maybe. But we also had the Germa liberating their siblings, so maybe the Blackbeard pirates attacked at the same time, so it was a combined attack which made it even harder to defend. It's a possibility. And yeah, that's about it, really. And I never thought that Luffy was gonna get a super high bounty right now, because he was always gonna get a higher bounty later when he became the Pirate King, and I think that 5.6 billion is appropriate for that, because it's his number, so it would be fitting that that's his last bounty, but it's also a possibility that it isn't. Who knows? It's also a little bit weird how the government wanted to remove the D from his wanted poster, because isn't that just gonna raise more questions even amongst the regular populace of the world? Like, he had a D in his name and now it's gone, and there are still other people with the D in their name. That would be so weird. I don't like that change at all, actually. Well, no, I don't really. It's weird. It's good that it didn't happen, but it's a weird thing for them to want to do. And maybe Oda explains it in the next chapter or some other chapter after that, but I don't know. It's just a little bit weird, because people are gonna react to that. And as I said, there are still other people with the D on their wanted poster. Would they want to remove all of the Ds on the wanted posters? Or, and also, why even put that on the posters from the start? That's something I've never really understood, because they want to suppress information and knowledge about the Void Century and all of that. And doesn't that include the D, which they are kind of afraid of? They say that, the people with the D, they cause a lot of havoc and whatever. Now, there has been people with the D, of course, in the Marines as well. Not a lot, but Jugger Diesel and Scarp have the D. Don't remember. Is he called Monkey D. Garp? Hang on here. Monkey D. Garp. Yeah, it's Monkey D. Garp. So that's the two I can think of. And I just don't. I don't know. It's just such a weird thing that they have the D's from the beginning on the wanted posters, because that just, acknowledges that it's there. And to just remove it from Luffy's wanted poster, nah, seems dumb to me. But what do I know? I'm just an idiot talking about fictional pirates. And don't think I really have anything else to say regarding the bounties. So let's move on to Buggy, I suppose. Buggy is an emperor. Just mind-blowing to me. Him becoming a warlord, that was fine. He does have some pedigree because he was on Roger's ship with Shanks, and if they know that, then they can be like, oh, if he was on the crew with Shanks, then he might be as strong as Shanks. But has he done anything to prove that? I don't think so. He's not really proven himself at all. He's just gathered strong pirates around him that does the work for him, basically. Which, it's impressive, but he fails upwards somehow. Even now, he has fallen his way up to an emperor. And obviously it's gonna have to be explained. What the hell did he do? My best guess is that maybe the warlords, or now former warlords, banded together, and maybe they all came together under Buggy somehow, or that they at least maybe they combined their efforts to escape and fight the Marines, and that was just interpreted as Buggy having gathered all of the warlords under his flag. Even that's not the case, because all of the things that has happened to Buggy has been about misunderstandings, really. Him giving credit he's not actually deserved of. And this would be one of those things. Maybe, potentially. That maybe the warlords just fought together against the Marines because they had been ripped of their warlord status, so they had to do something. And the easiest way to fight off all of the Marines would be to work together, because all of the warlords are strong. Different strength, of course. Mihawk, I would say, would clearly be the strongest. We don't know how strong Weevil is, but I don't think he would be on Mihawk's level, because Mihawk is essentially as strong as Shanks. And Shanks is an emperor, so he's as strong as the admirals. So yeah, Mihawk is on that level, definitely. He's the world's strongest swordsman, so he's the world's strongest something. Maybe he wasn't the strongest Whitebeard, who was considered the strongest man in the world, but he's definitely top tier, one of the strongest people in the entire universe of One Piece. As for now. I mean, even if Zoro beats him, that doesn't mean that Mihawk's weak. That just means that Zoro became stronger. Or something like that. Yeah. And I don't know, it's all a bit weird. It's a weird situation. I'm not a fan of Buggy being an emperor at all, because I think that should be reserved for actual strong pirates. Like, I would have preferred it if Kid or Law got that position. Or, since Luffy had been given the title the 5th Emperor by Morgans, why not just have 5 emperors? Sure, Morgans saying there are 5 emperors isn't the same as the world government and the Marines acknowledging that there are 5 emperors, but they could do that. They could have 5 emperors. No problem. And, these new emperors, they have lower bounties than the old ones. Or would have if they were all emperors. Don't really see an issue with that. Other than, I guess the Marines would want to preserve the balance that they have in the world, which would be. But they've already disrupted that by disbanding the warlords. Maybe they just didn't want to upset the power balance even more. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically what I think, and I'm going to be making more videos regarding One Piece because it's one of my favorite things. I will also probably be making short videos where I'm discussing other things that I just want to talk about because, I don't know, I'm just gonna kind of talk about stuff and see where this goes. This is basically a place where I can just discuss things with people that I don't really have anyone to discuss One Piece with, so I'm just gonna talk into this camera, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you for listening, if you're still here, I don't know. And yeah, whatever this is, it's probably gonna continue at least for a little while. Bye!